Hey guys, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the deep latest buzz surrounding Cardib's new album, Am I the Drama? Now y'all know I gotta keep it real, so we're gonna unpack what the barbs are saying, the reviews pouring in, and whether this album is set to be a hit or just another flop on Cardib's discography. Okay, so grab your snacks, sit back, and let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about the hype though, or should I say the lack thereof. Cardi B, the rap queen, allegedly has been teasing her project for a hot minute now. Fans, aka the barbs, have been anxiously waiting, some even hyping it up as her best work yet. But the question remains, does the album live up to that hype? Or is it just another case of expectations not meeting reality? Because to be honest, the barbs, the only reason the barbs kind of hyping up the album is because they want to laugh. They want this album out so they could now, compare the numbers, Nicki's numbers with Cardi B's numbers, and laugh at Cardi B to say, girl, you were only playing yourself, thinking that, because Jayz cleared a track for you, you were gonna go hit, huh? You think you were gonna surpass Nicki, huh? So, Am I the Drama? Interesting title for the album, because I think she's gonna do a lot of clapbacks, especially towards Nicki Minaj, and it immediately sparks curiosity. Like, is Cardi B trying to be self-aware, poking fun at her reputation for being outspoken or controversial because she knows sometimes she spitefully starts drama? Or is it like a subtle dig at her critics? Either way, the title alone has fans and critics speculating about the album's tone. Will it be full of drama, or is it just like a statement of empowerment? Well, only September time will tell. The barb's perspective on it. Okay, now let's get into the barb's reviews. As always, the barbs, they're loyal to Nicki Minaj, of course, and the loyal Barty gang, they have their say. Now, many are excited and optimistic, calling it her best work thus far, though the album isn't here yet, because I don't know what the Barty gang is talking about. In her newest single with the Imaginary Players, Jayz track, claiming she's serving real bars and like raw emotion, but on the flip side, some barbs are little disappointing, saying the album feels rushed or that it's missing that signature Cardi energy. Like, girl, you're not popping. You're only pretending as if you're hot because you want to get at Nicki. Like, it's not going to be your best work, and I definitely agree. It's not going to be one of her best work, and she knows it. So, will this album flop? To be honest, I would say yes. Invasion of Privacy was a massive success, of course, because she was new, and she used the drama with Nicki Minaj as a good rollout, but she is social media, entertaining and not musically. This is something I would have said so many times, and people would call me a hater, but it's not that I'm hating. If you were to check the stats, how long did it take Cardi B to release another album after 2018-2019 Invasion of Privacy? It took her very long. I don't think she really loves what she does, but she is forced to do what she is doing because she probably signed an NDA to basically try to be a puppet to come at Nicki. You may never know. I could be right. And it's so sickening that, she is, to me, in my own opinion, is doing this to get back at Nicki, but not because, she has love for what she does. It's very sad that I think, and I believe, this is my opinion also, Jayz is recruiting females to get at Nicki. As a whole black man, you're supposed to be supportive of woman's naturally talented gift. And Nicki, who's alone, having to defend her career till her last breath, is really sickening. So you see all these celebs on the red carpet, they're smiling as if they have good, intentions. Their spirit is so pure. I think they're filled with a bunch of BS, and they're fake. They're not genuine people. And I think Cardi B, she could act as if she's real, she's down to earth. I don't think she is. I think everything is orchestrated in her way. And let's not forget the media's role. Cardi B has always been a master of stirring the pot. She has always been into drama, always clapping back, always having something to say, fighting girls over Offset allegedly, chastising people. This has always been her lingo. And whenever Nicki Minaj speaks out, like to defend herself against a lie, they'll come at Nicki and say, oh, Nicki, you're on drugs. Nicki, you're a liar. But whenever Cardi B were to do the same thing, oh, Cardi's so real. She's so smart. But if Nicki, a black woman, were to do it, she's going to be slanged as a bitter, angry, and they need to cancel her. And why is that? Because everything is orchestrated. Hence why Nicki Minaj would have mentioned so many times, the industry is not a safe space. It's not a space where you could feel comfortable, loved. You put out your talents, you put out your music, and your fans, you're naturally going to get fans because people are going to naturally love and cling to your music because your music is real. Nicki doesn't, and she sings and she raps about it. And of course, I think Nicki deserves to throw shade to mention, oh, I write my raps. I don't sit around men and they write their raps for me. Nah. Even when Safari tried it by mentioning that he deserves some accolades because, he helped Nicki in the studio. If you helped Nicki in the studio, why is you so flopped and in Baby Mama drama with Erica Mena? Boy, bye. Everyone, I think, got paid to come at Nicki in different ways, and it never worked. So, of course, I believe Jayz, he just keeps recruiting new female rappers to come out and diss Nicki, have beef with her. And then people would ask, why is Nicki beefing with everybody? She's the problem. No, she's not the problem. I think Jayz is deliberately sending people to attack Nicki, and Nicki has been saying this, but I think if you have good reasoning and a good analytic ability, then you can see and understand what I'm saying. But this is not Nicki Minaj's work, honey. This is the devil's work and not Nicki's work. But nevertheless, I'm awaiting for the, Am I the Drama album to really drop, but I don't think it's gonna do well. Cardi B did a good rollout. Her whole intro, walking out in that costume, that bird black costume, at the WWE Grand Smash, and she was the host, and she walked out to one of her songs that I heard is gonna be on the album, and I was like, girl, if this is one of the songs, just wrap it up. Your albums, they're never gonna do numbers unless you pay bots. But wrap it up. It was not good. I do not like it. But let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. Leave a like for this video. Share if you care. And thank you so much for always sipping with us.